I had to kick it off with that today, Smokey.
Yes, honey, it's golden time.
Yes. It's the thunder, the rumble and roll, the shake up. Oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. How you doing?
I am very well.
Good. So am I. I'm doing pretty fantastic. It's been a magical week. Life is good, and I have absolutely no complaints. Like, it just keeps getting better and better every day. And so I'm excited.
As you should be, because things are really getting ready to seriously pop off. And people don't understand. It's like, I don't know. I just get this sense. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, but you sound like you're far away.
Okay, I was like trying to get dressed at the same time. Sorry, folks. Anyway, yeah, things are getting ready to really, expand in ways that we don't even understand. And it's words can't even explain. All I can say is everybody just, buckle down and just know that you're in the right place at the right time and good things are about to happen for you.
Indeed. Hola, Carla. It's on Friday. Yesterday we had in the study, and I was telling you a little bit about it, just about what is happening in the world and what it means for this 2021 2020 wait 2021 12 21 2020 for this winter solstice is just gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm excited for it. And I know that everything that is happening is preparing us for it, for that day. And not just that day, but for the time thereafter. Because it's a really big, big deal, what's happening with these, this conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. But today, we are, as usual, reading from a metaphysical interpretation of the Bible. This is a metaphysical Bible study with Ms Smokey and myself. Hold on, Smokey. I haven't given you applause in a long time. Here you go.
Yeah, great.
Don't it just feel good to get applause?
Yes.
Oh, man. It reminds me that, because one of my messages for this week was to stop and celebrate myself, and to truly celebrate myself and the accomplishments that I've made and the things that I've contributed, to my life and to the planet and humanity. And it's like, you have to be okay with patting yourself on the back. And it was something that was, a little challenging for me, because I wasn't really trying to pop my own collar like that. But you have to do it, because you can't expect for anybody else to do it. And so it's like, when I hear that applause, it's just like it kind of brings that feeling. Yes, So I'm working on it. I surely am. Celebrating myself all the time, Smokey.
That's how it should be. Seriously. We can criticize, we can celebrate. You know what I'm saying? So, and the celebration brings on a high vibration. We criticize, that takes a lot of energy. So, no.
Yes. Carla says, you had it right, Marty. Low key, 2012 was the start of the ending beginning. LOL. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And we knew that. We knew that at that time. And it was just really like, it was kind of eerie, It's like, it's a change that you feel everybody else wasn't feeling it. And we knew it. We knew that too. What it takes me back is that time. Remember, Smokey, when we were in Fontana and we were just doing that sun gazing meditation, and we were all in white, and everybody, it was just our families. Yeah. That was crazy. That was really an intense time. And it was the ushering in of what started to happen after, the revelations that came in 2012. Well, now, 2021, what that's bringing is the reality of the shift. So people think, so many things are going to be coming up and are going to be seen. All of the works of the people that have been, really doing their whole life of just for humanity and for this change. All of their works are going to be seen for 2021. And I'm not just talking about like famous people. I'm talking about every person in humanity who has been doing the work of the Most High, who has been doing this work on themselves. They are going to reap the benefits of all of that work. They are. And it's going to continue for a long time.
Yes.
A long time to come. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get right down to it. Today we are, is it me, Smokey, or you? I think I opened up last week.
Did you?
I think so.
I don't remember.
I believe I did, Smokey.
Oh. You sound like McKenna. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay. All right. So, all right, let's start with the prayer. Take a deep breath. Let the energies flow in, through, and around us. Father, Mother God, we come before you in the awareness that we are the awareness, that we are open and grateful for the information and the guidance and the wisdom that you give to us on a daily basis, not just today, but every day, every second. We know that your presence is consistently with us and that there is absolutely nothing to fear. We ask that you open us up and take us by the hand and let us know that your guidance is the only guidance that is needed in this world of total chaos. And it's not just chaos, it's life, it's change, it's things that have to happen. And these changes affect us in so many positive ways, even through the negative that we feel negative. It's always a positive blessing. We say these things with a grateful heart, on our knees of acceptance and gratitude, and we ask that you give us the love that you give surrounding every essence of life that you are. In these things we say, and so it is.
And so it is. That was fantastic, Smokey.
I know, honey. That was not me. I was like, woo, okay, go girl, whoever you are. I'm loving.
Thank you. That's what's up.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that one. That was a good one.
Yes, that was very good. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's reaching out and sharing your inspiration from what we're doing here on Sundays. It's, that's why we're doing it, so that we can help as many people as we can during this time to find their own truth. Find your own truth.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Your own truth. All right, so I'm open. I'm shuffling, but you're opening. I'm just shuffling. I'm just giving you the sound effects, Smokadocious.
Okay, I got you. All right, where is it that you want us to know and hear and feel today? Okay, we are on page 566.
566.
And I know we've been here before. And we're going to do that today, no one on earth.
Okay.
It's the last paragraph.
Yeah, we were on 567 before, but
I thought I have that highlighted.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go. Okay. Today, no one on earth knows when this type of spiritual shift will actually happen, except for we already know what's happening now. Okay. In fact, the Master tells us that no one will know the day or the hour. The substance of his message was for us to be ever vigilant, as in the parable of the 10 virgins, for the metaphorical arrival of the kingdom of the bridegroom. I'm sorry, let me go back to that. The substance of his message was for us to be ever vigilant, as in the parable of the 10 virgins, for the metaphorical arrival of the bridegroom. We cannot know as long as the material world is the domineering factor in our lives. I'm going to say that again. We cannot know as long as the material world is the domineering factor in our lives. It is this constant distraction that blinds us to the higher truth contained in Revelation and that we term as physical logic. In its first chapter, we find many confirming descriptions as to who we are, and they support the rest of the Bible. Revelation 1:6 is but a single example, and he has made us to be a kingdom, priests to his God and Father. This kingdom is not only humanity, but it is also within each and every one of us, as we were told in the 4 Gospels. Ye are gods, are words that should echo endlessly in our minds. When we surrender to the original intention, we are gods and the kingdom. We are the churches and the heaven is within us. We are all things, as 1 Corinthians tells us. We are the temples dedicated to all that is, and we are in the exact image of the Spirit within our own physical individual interpretation of such spirit. The book of Genesis distinctly unfolds this concept, but the literalist and the prelacy do not wish us to know or accept it, as they continue to accuse us of being not worthy. On the other hand, does the general population treat itself and others as though they were temples? We are a sacred place in the material realm because we are gods. We are God's house, and we should treat each and every human in the same fashion. If this applies to one, it spontaneously applies to all. For no one is above the natural laws of the universe and the initial principle of equality. Our minds are the priests living within this kingdom for control and teachings of self, leading to the awakening. Our experiences bring us the very lessons that will guide us to a higher level. The creative energies fashioned us in this way so we could have dominion in the physical world, meaning to directly influence life and allowing us to operate within logic, a logic designed for the material reality in which we live. In the next verse, we see that John stepped off of his logical stance into the esoteric realm of self to reach the creative side of life. This is where we must all journey to hear the call of the trumpets and gain higher knowledge. Once there, we will not only be able to open the 7 letters to the churches, but we will also comprehend the energetic messages they contain. Ache, ache, ache.
No kidding.
Man, okay, so I was laughing because some of this really reflected what we were talking about on Friday in the study group. And and also what stood out to me is, this whole, what we were just talking about before we opened this book today about yourself and your, the celebration of yourself. As I was reading this, Smokey, I'm seeing they're showing me the crystals and they're showing me flowers, all kinds of flowers. Flowers that you wouldn't even imagine existed. And what they were telling me in that showing, in that message, was that is what's happening in 2021 and beyond. We're going to start to see the magic and the power God manifested through every individual. We're going to actually see that. We're going to see the creations of the minds of people that have been, subdued for all of these centuries, for all these eons, all of these times. Because see, we are those ancestors. Like, people talk to me all the time about my orgone energy batteries and how they look. And I tell you, I'm the vessel and I'm putting it together, but these are God's creations. These are God's beings that are coming, and I'm helping them come into a different form so that they could reflect their energy and their light to the universe, because it's not just my area. And I recognize that this is not me, but this is the lives within me, the my soul that has traveled so many times and has gained so much information and came here in this time to express it, to express what God is through me. And that's what everybody is waking up to. Those that are supposed to wake up now, because we already know that it says it somewhere in here too, right? It's not everybody, but everybody's going to have their time. Right. We just have to respect that. We have to respect every human for where they are. Like, it makes me think about when I look at a super duper wilted flower, right? Because the flower will bloom and then it just dies, right? And then when it's wilted, it's like nobody likes it because it's like, oh, it's wilted. That's an ugly flower. Nobody thinks about what this flower can be and what it does and how it, when it comes alive, and so this is all just really, for me, very synchronistic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Was there any particular part that stood out to you, Smokes?
Well, just that, people get offended when you say you're God, so you're extension of God or God, and a lot of people don't get that concept. It's not that we believe we're above or above them in any way, form, or fashion, but it's like we're all extensions of God, and
yes.
that right there is huge to me. So for them to bring that out, that and just being and being in the material world and seeing these things that have no real
value.
Yeah, thank you. I could not think of that word. Value. I mean, literally. And it's not about that. And right now, even for myself, it's like I'm seeing myself in a whole different light. I have this awareness of being in right here, right now, and being able to be happy and you laugh or you're talking, and even in the stores, and people get all, well, what's so happy, and it's like, it's so sad because we are happy. This is a happy time. Yeah, it's restricting, but on the other end of that, it's like also enlightening, empowering you to know your power and where you have that choice of being where you want to be,
and trusting God. Because I know that's not something that's always easy to do. It makes me think about, when we lost everything in our lives. And it's like, that was just such a horrible, horrible time. But it was like, I needed that so that I could be in this time now, because I'm so calm and peaceful and full of joy. And I'm just excited. And there, it's like life is really good. And when you recognize that life is truly what you make it, I know there's a lot of cliches that are always going around, but when you recognize that life is truly what you make it, you become accountable. And you become accountable for your experiences and making sure that you're good, that you're having a good day. That's you. You got to make sure and do that. It also made me think about, because Smokey, you got rid of quite a few things this year in 2020, and it was like, it was so refreshing every time, and you was just being prepared, just like all of us, for this time, and just letting go of things that, I mean, people think that it's not a big deal, like I was talking to Mike last night about, the memories that we hold on to, because we want to hold on to the good ones, and we have to transform the bad ones and find the good in the bad ones. Because when we hold on to those memories that get us shook, then we stay shook, and it's like, and there's things that you can hold on to it for as long as you want, but it's just, it does not mean anything. And this, I'm talking about like material things. I'm talking about, the dresser that, your great grandmother gave you, but you can't stand it, but you got to keep it because, you don't want to, you know what I mean? And it's like, people hold on to things just from tradition, but it's with the bad energy that they're holding on to those things because they feel obligated. They feel like they have to, or they feel like, and this is what came like, when I was talking about the whole birthday situation for me for this year, it's like releasing people from any obligations of anything that may cause them any kind of discomfort, and it's like, and we have to do that for ourselves, so anything that is not good for us, we have to get rid of it. And sometimes it does take getting rid of those physical things, those properties, those whatever material things that we have, so that we could really see what is there and what you have held on to. Smoke a doses.
Yes, love.
I just got a feeling about this 2021. And the feeling is just so good, because it's like, once you got so much proof, right? Then it's like, you just sit back and it's like, oh, thank you. I'll take that. Yep. I'll take more of that. Yes, like that too. I'm really feeling that over there. So give me some more of that. It's like, yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a very, very good feeling. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is through. Smokey, you know what song I'm singing? And I'll have more ideas for you. And
no, but I love it.
You have things you want to talk about. I will too. That's the Mr. Rogers song. I cheated Mr. Rogers. He just came
Oh
up.
my God. Oh, that's so funny.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So let's get to our next segment of our day. And Smokadocious is going to pull a card for us for this coming week. What are you... And I just want to say, because we've been talking about preparing for this 2021. And in preparation of that, what's your preparation of that? Your preparation for that is your visualization. What is it that you're wanting to attract? What is it that you're celebrating that you've already attracted? You know, this is huge. This is so important to release anything that is not serving you. And if you're still having a hard time doing that, my recommendation is go to a tree, go to your closest tree. If you have the beach or a lake and you're close to water, then that's always a great thing to do. But everybody's not able to be in that space in the world, but everybody has access to a tree, don't they? I think so. So find yourself a tree and embrace that tree. Embrace that tree and give that tree everything. Just give it all up. Give it all up. When I went on my tree climb for my birthday, you know what I felt, Smokey? I felt the first thing that came to my mind was Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday. And it was a direct epiphany of why the comfort is so strong for me there in those trees, because I know that that's where our ancestors are. You know, it's like, and it's not to say feel bad and feel sorry for, what happened to our ancestors. I mean, we can, and you can do that. But again, it's about transforming that energy. And I know what my ancestors gave up for me to be here now in this time. So I honor that in every way. So I'm not going to be sad when I'm by a tree. I can be, but I'll give it to the tree, because there's no deeper sadness than what this earth has experienced. You know, it's like we only know such a tiny bit because we just know our own world and our own experience. But in this multi-dimensional universe, there's just so much. There's so much. So
absolutely.
So the tree has the same effect, I would say, as the ocean. You know, when you're in the ocean, you feel, I mean, of course, it's a different feeling, because when you're at the ocean, it's just a magnificent feeling of the, it's the entire consciousness of the entire universe in the ocean. So you really feel that. But the trees, they're all connected, and they're all, I mean, it's just so much power in them that's a very good way to release and to make yourself feel good immediately. Take off your shoes, plant your feet on the earth, the sun, the moon. Do these things because these things work, and this is what is going to bring your healing.
Yes.
Smokey, you got any tips on detachment? Getting rid of things?
You know what? The one that, I have used, and I say this all the time, is anything that you're really trying to detach from, you want to write down your feelings, and every feeling that you have, good, bad, or indifferent, write them down. And writing them down isn't just, it's really for you to visualize, but not to stay focused on, but to release. It's a release. And then at the end of it, you put down there, and it doesn't have to be a person or a situation, whatever. And you put down there, I forgive you, I release you, and I let you go to your highest good. And then burn it and let it go. That's really going to help. Like when you do that, you're going to feel a release immediately. It's going to feel like, oh, you got a breath. So any feelings that you're feeling, I release, I forgive, I release, and what did I say? I forgive, I release, and I let you go to your highest power, or something like that.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just do that. Burn it. No one has to see that but you and God. You know, and that's really all that's necessary. That's going to cut that connection.
That's my favorite. And know that, after you do that, there's going to be some changes, because when you
Oh yeah,
release things like that, then yeah, the changes from what you've asked for are going to come. And so that's why it's so important to be grounded, so that you can receive, that change, that newness that always comes when we get rid of things, or when we, that feeling when, you clean up your room and everything is all nice and clean, and it's just like that air. That's what it is. It's that same kind of thing that goes on. All right. We don't want to keep you guys here for too long, so we're gonna go to the cards. Thank you all so much for being here today, and for those that are listening off live, thank you.
okay. So I want you to close your eyes and focus on a topic you want to have a reading about, and what this is going to do universally, because we're here. Whether you're here now or later down the road, it's going to connect us, because we all are connected, and just kind of, focus on that particular situation. And then, we're going to call on the angels and guides and ask for their assistance. So as I'm doing this, I'm just going to kind of get that collective feeling of, okay, here we go. And here it is right here. And the card that I got was, it's my favorite word, Marty. My favorite word. Synchronicities.
Synchronicities. We were just talking about synchronicities.
Okay. Allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you in a new direction. Synchronistic events are all around you now. This card comes to you today to assure you that all of the coincidences that are happening to you are no accident. This is a creation in action. Pay special attention to all the details in your life at this moment. It does not matter how insignificant something appears. It is not by chance. It is divine design. Things are shifting and moving for you in the most amazing ways. Just when you need to know something, someone shows up with an answer. Just when you decide you want a new job, someone offers you an interview. Just when you decide you want to meet more people, someone sends you an invite to a social gathering. Synchronicities happen as if by magic. Pay attention to the small synchronicities in your life as well. This is the universe showing you the way. If you notice small synchronicities often in your day, it is to tell you that this is the right path. As you follow the path, the synchronicities will unfold even more and produce magical events that lead you to an entirely new direction. Nothing is by chance. Everything is happening for a reason. This is a gift from God and the universe, and you are being asked to trust it. This card depicts the energy related to our question, and I'm saying our question because all of us were. This is all what's going on right now, so this really does cover, where we're at.
Yes.
You're so magical.
I love it.
Yes.
That is great. What a way to end this session today, because that was a great card. I receive it. I am excited about it. I just can't I feel like a little kid, Smokey. I really do. This is like, what the heck?
Yes, it is, and it is like that. And yes, you're going to run into, people that are frowning and angry and fearful. And when you get to that point where you see them, honestly, I've said this before, just energetically send them love, because they're scared. People are scared, and they don't know how to react. So their first defense is to be offensive. So you want to just really know that, hey, don't take it as a personal attack. Know that, hey, they're broken right now and they need all the love they can get, and that's why we're here.
That's very good advice. I agree. I concur.
Thank you.
I'm going to be doing another... Oh, no, I just started the discussion board back up again in the study group. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, any thing that you want to share about Bible study or study group, it's in the discussion group. So, and I'm going to be sharing, I'm going to be posting. Smokey sends me the cards that she pulls so that I can send them to you guys. So I'm going to be putting that in the discussion board too, so that you guys could take a look at it, you know, with your own eyes and receive it, you know, for all the time you get these messages, then you go back again and then there's even more. So it's always good to go back and look. So, Smokey, thank you so much for your love and your guidance today. You are magnificent.
Yeah, thank you. I received it. So are you.
Gracias.
So are you.
Gracias. So, hasta la próxima. We will see you guys next Sunday. Adios.
Yeah.